we are ready to head out on one of the week's R&R. Got bikes on the back. It's a sunny day. And heading to the Bend Redmond Sisters area of Eastern Oregon. And just ready for a nice week of savoring time with family and just relax and fun. We are heading out, but just want to take some videos of some plants and see what happens in a week here. Got some 2-3 inch zucchini there. There. Nothing there. I have several different varieties, so it should be kind of interesting. Some Italian stuff. This one's a late bloomer. And a bunch of them in there. Nice. We've got fig tree, got the big fig, and a bunch of little ones that are coming on really nicely. All right, Mount Hood, here we come. We were rocking and rolling in there's the mountain. We were rocking and rolling in the convertible. The wind was crazy and the audio just did not go well. So I am just going to kind of narrate what we were going. Just imagine the wind through your hair and just a nice warm breeze blowing, and kind of got chilly as we were heading up the mountain. And we're coming up to Ski Bowl, the first of the skiing areas. And it's a little lower elevation, has some good bunny hills if you're up in the northwest and ski. Snow Bowl, or Ski Bowl does nighttime skiing as well, so a lot of options there. There's several different ski resorts, kind of have a little different tastes. We're coming up on Mount Hood, Timberline Lodge. And the outside of that lodge was used for the outside of the lodge in The Shining, where they're going a little stir crazy with Jack Nicholson. And just a beautiful old lodge built back in the Depression days, where they put a lot of people to work on kind of government projects, and it was hand built and just beautiful workmanship. It's just really nice. So we've kind of passed the uphill slide and we are on the back hill side of Mount Hood, heading out to the arid, dry, sunny High Plains desert, and just enjoying the trees and the cool, and we just love road trips. Anytime we can put the top down, go topless, as we say, is just a blast. Especially in the Northwest. People kind of laugh at us when we say we've had convertibles for the last 10 years, 15 years. And it's like, well, it's always raining though, right? And being from Kansas, that's kind of what they think. But it's just when you get an opportunity to head out and the sun is out, we are out in the convertibles. So. And we have gotten out of the majority of the trees and heading into the desert at this point, and just less trees, more dry. And that was Mount Jefferson to our west, and heading south into Warm Springs, and then Redmond, Bend, and Sisters area. So just a beautiful, beautiful area. There's Canita. It's a golf resort and casino, I believe. We've never been there, but just a nice dry place where there's sun all the time. And living in the northwest Portland area, this is the worst winter we've ever had. Almost went crazy this year. Usually doesn't bother me, but this year it sure did. And there's a whole ring of mountains around here. Jefferson, and there's the Sisters. There's 3 Sisters mountains. Sisters, Oregon, I think, is named after the 3 sisters there because they're in view. Faith, Hope, and Charity, if I remember correctly. And just some neat terrain. I'm from Kansas, so we look at the strangest things. We look at crops. We look at just the lay of the land. There's Jefferson again. And essentially you're coming up into this valley where all the volcanoes essentially were at the time. and you're starting to see sagebrush at this point. There's whole fields miles long just with like one tree. And we just saw the sign for the Warm Springs, which I really love this. This is just fascinating to me. But then again, I'm a Kansas boy, country boy, and things like this are interesting to me. So essentially what it is I kind of think of it as a kind of a mini Grand Canyon, where now we're descending in. See all that flat land up above? We're descending into the canyon, and it's not very big. Maybe half a mile across, something like that. And the Warm Springs tribe has inhabited that area for a long time, is I think where the name's from. And right there's the Deschutes River that will eventually dump into the Columbia River. And a lot of rafting, big outdoors area out in Central Oregon. And a lot of fishing, fly fishing, just all kinds of fun stuff to do being on the water. The place we're staying actually is right on the Deschutes River as well, just kind of up on a bit of a canyon, and it's a lot smaller than it is here that you see, because there's several different rivers that dump into it. It's just kind of hilly and tree and barren, but it has its own coolness in it in a way, at least for me. Tanya always kind of cracks up when I'm talking to people that are more rural. I can talk crops, I can talk weather, I can talk it all day long, because that's what I grew up in. And here we were thinking, just, you see in the old movies where the wagon train's coming through, and up on top there's a tribe of probably not so happy Native Americans on horses, and it's just one of those things you kind of look at and go, yeah, that happened, and probably wasn't going to be a great day for the wagon train or travelers that were going on. Now we're back out of the Warm Springs drop, and the temperature's even warmer down there, thus the name. Can you tell I'm a country boy from Kansas? And right now we're heading into the green part. This is a big farmland, and they grow a lot of crops. They grow a lot of seed, like carrot seeds and grass seeds and mint and things like that. So they can pull water from, have irrigation rights from the Deschutes River. And it's just so weird coming from this dry to this really green, fertile, growing land. A lot of cattle. And just right where there's water, they can grow stuff, so they do. There's two of the sisters. Not sure who's who. It's Faith Openshire. There's Broken Top, I believe it is. Little one to the right there. And some lovely fence. But nothing like this in Kansas. You just don't have the mountains like this. And I show you this. It's just one of those things that we just enjoy going out to this area of the state and just savor this. It's just different than what we live in, and kind of reminds me of home, and has good memories, but just savoring the beauty of creation in general. And simple. Mountains are pretty simple, kind of big, but simple, and just something to savor and take a moment to appreciate the difference or the memories that something similar there, like my rearview mirror picture. Photographic savant, I'm telling you. And this is wild. This is another kind of really deep, really narrow canyon. And I believe they bungee jump off of that. So if you're an outdoors person, definitely Central Oregon is a great place to go. We stay kind of in the middle at a place called Eagle Crest. That's in between Sisters, Bend, and Redmond. So we kind of head into all those if we're feeling adventurous and want to take a little day trip and grab something to eat or drink and just enjoy the heat and the weather. And I believe we are coming into Redmond, and we're going through Redmond on the way to Bend. We're going to float the river, so it's something we've been doing the last couple years, and when it's nice and warm, just get on the river, and there's lots of other people, and that'll be the next video, so check that out. And thanks for joining me on this ride. Glad glad I could savor it with you and share this with you.